This is right. There we go. If you are actually watching this, you're probably a sociopath, not gonna lie. Who wants to watch a guy do math homework that's boring as fuck? But might as well. Okay. So exact values below. Tangent of 540. 360 is one way around. You go around again and you get 540. So it's going to be right at the 180 degree mark. And the tangent of that is tangent sine over cosine. Or is it cosine over sine? Let's check the notes. For tangent, we have sine over cosine. So that's 0 over -1, which gives us 0. And the cosecant, wow, time to open it back up again. I think that is the opposite of sine, right? Yeah, so 1 over sine, or sin, whatever. I'll say sine. Okay, -2 pi over 3. That's 2/3 of pi, which would put us here. You go backwards, gets you here. So the sine of -2 pi over 3 is -3 squared, or the square root of negative square root 3 over 2. So negative square root 3 over 2 under 1. So you just times both by 2 then. So times 2, you then have -2 over square root 3. Fuck yeah. Okay. Maybe this is how I actually do well on math homework. Okay. Insert one here. CSC equals 1 over sine. CEC equals 1 over cos. And COT equals cos over sine. TAN equals sine over cos. Perfect. Okay, so the sine of 19/4. So that means we go around once. We go around twice. It's 3/4 of pi. Open up pi. 2, 3, 4. And then here. And the sine would be 2 pi over, or square root 2 over 2. And the secant of -90, secant is 1 over cos. -90 means we go backwards. 1 over 0 is undefined. Check. Fuck yeah, double credit. Cosine. Okay, cosine of 570. Go around once, 360. Go around again halfway. Gets us to 540. You take another 30 degrees. 570. Cosine of that is negative square root 3 divided by 2. And then we have -9 pi over 4. 8 pi over 4 would be all the way around. And that's just 1 more fourth. which gets us to, so tangent of that is -2, so that gets us -1. Because it's -2 square root over 2 over 2 square root over 2, which just gets you -1. Perfect. 8 topics left. Fuck yes. Okay. Time to open back up the notebook. Okay, so in order to use the unit circle, using the unit circle to understand the odd and even identities for sine, that will take us to page 63. I'll flip to page 63 in the notebook. And we have to view the instructor added resource. Which one? Which one? Probably this one, because that's the name of the unit.
We'll use the unit circle to help us understand the odd and even identities for sine.
Get some captions on this bitch.
We will consider the angles.
I'm putting my
theta,
headphones on.
which is in the first quadrant.
Okay,
and the
consider the
opposite
angles.
theta, which is in the fourth
Okay.
quadrant. The two angles intersect the unit circle at
Sure.
the points cosine of theta, sine of theta in the first quadrant, and cosine of negative theta,
Okay.
sine of negative theta.
The intersect of the circle
quadrant.
points
If we draw a line through the 2 points, it is a
cosine
vertical line,
theta,
which means that the points have the
sine
same x-coordinate.
theta,
If we set the
and
x-coordinates of the points equal to each other,
cosine
we have
negative theta,
equal to cosine of negative theta.
sine
The definition
negative
of
theta.
an even function is f is even if f of negative x
They both have the
is f
same
of
x
for
coordinate.
all x in the domain of f.
Sine.
We have shown this for cosine, so cosine is an even function.
Okay,
We
you're
will
moving too
again
fast,
consider
lady.
the angles.
Calm down. Calm down. I still gotta write this shit down. Cosine of theta equals cosine negative theta. Cool. A function f is even if f of negative x equals f of x. I knew that one. Cosine even function. Cool. Let's just skip to the end and just fill it out. I need to listen to what she says. Okay, it's the same exact thing. Cosine theta, sine theta, and cosine negative theta, sine negative theta. The points have the opposite y coordinate. Sine of theta equals negative sine of theta. Of negative theta. The fuck? Odd. F of negative x is equal to negative f of x. Cool. Sine is an odd function. Great. That's all we have to do for that. Well, time to start guessing on shit and see what sticks. 5/6 would put us here. Sketch angle 5/6, that would put us here. Cool. Cosine of negative 5/6, it says it right there. Negative square root 3 divided by 2. This was probably also negative square root 3 divided by 2. Cool. Negative square root 3 divided by 2 for any angle. I don't get that for any angle part. I mean, this looks really similar to the other one. For any angle. Yeah, I really don't get that. I mean, last time it said cosine is an even function, so I'm going to check that off. Okay. Maybe that was just luck. 4 pi over 3, so that means here. Negative 4 pi over 3 means here. Sine of 4 pi over 3 is negative, the exact same thing as last time. 3 over 2, and this one's probably going to be positive 3 over 2. Oh my gosh, wow. Pi, 3 square root over 2. Sine, it's an odd function, is what it said last time. Great, so anything that's sine is odd, anything that's cosine is even. Cool. Negative 3 pi over 4 puts us here. Positive 3 pi over 4 puts us here. Cosine of negative is negative square root 2 divided by 2. And once again, negative square root 2 divided by 2. And since it's cosine, we have an even function. They tried to fuck with me. They moved it. Thank you. That was remarkably easy, actually. I'm going to be playing the finals after this, so stay tuned if you want to see that. But that will take a second. I won't let you down. Yes, I will. Fuck yeah, you gotta love Coldplay. That's your solving quadratic equations with complex roots. Let's just flip to the guide page. Okay. Solving a quadratic equation with complex roots will take us to page 77. Get to page 77, which tells us to open the ebook, example 8, using the quadratic formula. Let's go full screen on this bad boy. Okay, where is example 1, example 2, example 3, example 4, example 5, example 6, 7? Okay, using the quadratic formula. Oh, fuck me. That's a miserable equation. Okay. 3 over 10 x squared minus 2 over 5x plus 7/10 equals 0. Then we multiply all of that (7/10) x 2 5 minus x squared 3/10 times 10. So we multiply both sides by 10. get 3x squared minus 4x plus 7, which means a equals 3, b equals negative 4, and c equals 7. Therefore, to put this into the quadratic equation, it would be the denominator 2 times 3, and the numerator would be negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 4 squared minus 4 times 3 times 7. So that's supposed to be a negative 4 squared. Okay. So now we start simplifying that down. Oh, I'm supposed to write shit on the other side too. Multiply 10 ax squared plus bx plus c. Identify the values of a, b, and c. Apply the quadratic formula. X equals, how the fuck am I supposed to write that there? Negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Who the fuck came up with that? Simplify the radical. So factor the numerator, denominator. Simplify the fraction. Put in a job application today. Might be working at a steakhouse soon, so we'll see. Hopefully, fingers crossed. It's a really nice place, and I love working in restaurants. So, okay, so I'm just gonna, we put all that together, and we get negative 68 inside the fraction over 6 plus or minus positive 4. There we go. So we break down the square root, and we get 2i over 17 plus or minus 4 over 6. Break that down by 2. So then we get 2 plus or minus 2, or no, just I, 17 over 3. And then break that into 2 smaller bits, and we get 2/3 plus or minus 17. Square root 17/3 I, and that's the solution set. Okay, now we'll see if we can actually apply this. We're gonna have to break out the notebook though. It'll pick me up. Really good. Yum. Give a fuck. Okay. Find all complex solutions for, okay, we don't have to break that one down in the beginning. We should just be able to throw it straight in there. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check to see if I actually have to do this the way they want me to, or if they're just fucking with me. Because because what I like to do is I like to break it down so we have something that multiplies into 12 and adds to -3. Might not actually be possible. I got 3 and 4, 2 and 6. Yeah, no, that's not possible. Okay. So we do have to do it the way they want. Okay, that is fine. -3 plus or minus the square root of -3 squared minus 4 to 6. All of that over 2 times 2. Okay, let's start breaking that down a little bit. It's all over 4. Got 3 plus or minus. Okay, -3 squared is 9 minus 4 times 2 equals 8 times 6 is 48, so 9 minus 48 is 39. -39. Okay, and can we break that down into anything farther? I really doubt it. It's not a multiple. I think 39 is a prime number. It's already pretty simplified too. Everything else is at least. So we'd have 3/4 plus or minus square root 39/4 I. Let's try typing that in. Okay, so we got 3/4. How do I write plus or minus? Oh, I see. Yes, I just do them as two separate ones. Plus square root 39 over 4 I, comma, 3/4 minus 39 4 I. Okay, let's check it. Sweet. Still have to do 2 more. If I get them right. If I get them wrong, I'm set back. We're doing this. I won't let you down. Yes, I will. Okay, let's fill this one out. So -5 plus or minus the square root of -5 squared minus 4 times 5 times 4 all over 2 times 5. So let's start simplifying that. We've got 5 plus or minus the square root of 25 minus 16 times 5. 16 times 5 gives us 80. Square root of 80. Oh no, it's 25. Pardon me. 25 minus 80. So that gets us -65. 55. -55. And then we get 10. And negative 55 is not striking my divisible by prime numbers keyword. It's not divisible by 9. It's not divisible by... My favorite show is on. Hello. Hello. It's not divisible by 9. It's not divisible by 4. It's not divisible by 16. If it is, I'm a fucking idiot. No, it's not. Because if it is divisible by 16, it'll have to be divisible by 8, and that is not true. It's not divisible by... Can you tutor me? I don't know if you want me tutoring you. Yeah, I think 55 is not divisible by a prime number. Or by a perfect square. So we just factor that number seems too perfect. 55 fits damn perfectly into my 5 and 10. It's not divisible by 25. Oh, that is close. And the next highest would be 36. It's not divisible. Okay. So it's just not divisible by prime numbers. So that is just stuck like that. So, but we can simplify 5/10 down to 1/2 plus square root of 55 divided by 10 I, comma, and then the other answer would be 1/2 minus square root 55 divided by 10 I. Check, check, check. Fuck yeah. Now one more, and then I'm on to the next one. Okay, so to put this into the quadratic formula, we'd have negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 4 squared minus 4 times 1 times 2, and then divided by 2 times 1. Simplifying that out, we have negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 4 squared is 16 minus 8 would be 8. Then we've got over 2. So we can factor that out to be negative 4 plus or minus 2 square root 2 over 2. Divide all that by 2. And you've got negative 2 plus or minus square root of 2. So negative 2 plus square root of 2, comma, negative 2 minus square root of 2. Check, check, check. What can I say? I'm a genius, quite frankly. I'm on like a 7-question goal, like a 7-question streak. Okay, variable expressions as inputs of functions, problem type 3. Let's look at the notebook. Okay, variable expressions as inputs of functions, problem type 3 takes us to variable. What the fuck? Ew, why was I already on this? 80. Takes us to page 80. Did I already fill this out? Please say I did. I'd love to not have to fill it out. I did! Wait, why did I fill this out already? That means hopefully I can do it. Start. Okay, the functions are defined as follows. Find f of x minus 3 and g. Oh, fuck me to tears. Okay. Yeah, I know how this works. I need a whole fresh page for this bitch. Okay, so f of x, I mean, for every x in the f function, we have to replace the x with x minus 3. So we get x minus 3 squared plus 8 x minus 3 plus 4. So then we FOIL the first one, and we get x squared minus 3x, 6x, 6x plus 9. Okay, we have that plus 8x minus 24 plus 4. Okay, now let's take all that out of the parentheses. Here's my work so far, everybody, just so you know I'm actually doing something down there, not just jacking off. Okay, so let's factor the normal numbers together, put all the normal numbers together. Negative 24 plus 4 equals negative 20 plus 9 equals negative 11. 8x plus negative 6x equals 2x. And then x squared. So x squared plus 2x minus 11. X squared plus 2x minus 11. Perfect. Now this one, fractions are fucking fun. Okay. How the fuck did I just shake the pillowcase off? I'd be shaking this bed all the time, if you know what I'm saying. The pillowcase has never come off. Ooh, I should probably water. Oh, what is this stuff? Actually, you guys are fine. I'll let you dry out. Got a plant over here. I feel like I always overwater my plants. There we go. Gosh, that's so much nicer. Looks so neat. That's better. Okay, so now for the second one, we do the same thing, where for every x, we input negative 5x. So we got 7 over negative 5x squared minus 3. I'm pretty sure when you have to factor in a square onto a fraction, you just end up squaring the top one, squaring the bottom one. So we're going to try that. So negative 25 over x squared. It'll probably be a positive, honestly, at this point. Minus 3 over 7. don't exactly know how this would work though. Would it be 3x squared over x squared? That would be it. That's how you might do that. So then you get 22. No, that wouldn't be it, would it? Oof, that's gonna make us break our streak. Fuck you. Okay, because we can't have that fraction being down there. Normally just multiply the denominator and the numerator by x squared. Maybe still do that. Maybe it's 25 minus 3x squared over 7 or under 7x squared. We're going to try that. 7x squared divided by 25 minus 3x squared. Let's see it. Show me I'm wrong. Oh my gosh! What a way. God, that looks so cool. Okay, we got this shit now. Ooh, actually, yeah, you should not have said that. Okay, so we've got 5 times 1x plus 3 over 6 1x plus 7. Okay. So 6 times 1x equals, so we got 5x plus 3 over 6 over x plus 7. Multiply everything by x, we have 6 plus 7x under 5 plus 3x. That's got to be the answer. 5 plus 3x, highlight the whole thing, over 6 plus 7x. Great. This one, we have x minus 2 squared minus 4x minus 2. Okay, let's do the first one. To FOIL that, we get x squared minus 4x plus 4. And then to factor in negative 4 to the other one, we have negative 4x plus 8. So then we have negative 8x. If you put the x's together, positive x squared and 12. Perfect. So then do the square root of that, which gives you x plus, or do I just keep it under the square root? Simplify as much as possible, okay. Plus square root 2x plus 3. Okay, we're gonna give this a shot. X plus, no, it can't be 2i. It can't. Because it doesn't give us the option to have an I. If it does, if it is, that's fucked. No. Square root x squared minus 8x plus 12. And I won't let you down. I need to bring this every time I study. Pavlov myself into getting my brain functioning really high speed. Wishing someone's so hyped to do math homework. Okay. Starting us off, we have x plus 8 squared minus 6x plus 8 minus 2. So let us do that. We have x squared plus 16x plus 64 minus 6x minus 48 minus 2. Okay, so negative 48 minus 2 equals negative 50 plus 64 equals 14. And then negative 6x plus 16x gets us 10x, x squared plus 10x. Okay, so that gives us x squared plus 10x plus 14. Now this next one we have 9x to the 4th minus 4 over 5x over 4 minus 1. Factor those in, have 9x over 4 minus 4 over 5x over 4 minus 1. Multiply everything by 4. We have 9x minus 16 over 5x minus 4. We can divide both sides by 4. But we can't. No, we cannot. We cannot. We just got rid of that. We just undid that. So we have 9x minus 16. Highlight over 5x minus 4. Perfect. Check. Five topics left. We're already halfway through. It's 6:30. Domain and range from the graph of a piecewise function. Domain and range from the graph of a piecewise function takes us to 72. All my homies hate videos. Okay. Excuse me. I'll be pulling that shit with me, man.
In this video, we have the graph of a function pictured. It consists of a horizontal line segment and a V-shape.
Okay.
First, we need to find f of negative 2.
Goofy ass graph.
So I'll
That's
locate
fine.
x equals negative 2 on the x-axis, and then move down to the point on the function negative 2 comma negative 3. The value of f of negative 2 is the y value. So f of negative 2 is negative 3. In part B, we want to
Okay,
find
so
f of 3.
determine negative 2. That
I'll
puts
locate
us
x equals
at-
3 on the x-axis, and then move down to the point 3 comma negative 2.
And over here at...
So f of 3 equals negative 2. In part C, we want to find the values of x for which f of x equals
Okay,
negative
so we
1.
have equals negative
What
3.
we're going
F
to do
of
is draw a
3
horizontal
equals
line through y equals
negative
1.
2. Find x for
horizontal
which
line
y
intersects the
equals
function
negative 1, when
at
y
0
equals
comma
negative
negative
1, x equals
comma
0
1.
and 2.
So the values of x for which y is negative 1 are x equals 0 and x equals 2.
X equals 0, comma 2.
Next, I'll find the x values for which f of x
For
equals
which
negative 4.
y equals negative 4,
We'll draw a
x equals
horizontal
negative
line,
3,
y equals
and
negative 4.
5 equals
And the
negative
graph
3
intersects a
and
horizontal
5.
line
Cool.
at negative 3 comma
Determine the
negative 4
x-intercepts. X-intercept is
and
1.
5 comma negative 4.
Or sorry, 0.
So
Wait,
the
no.
values of x
1,
for
0.
which y is negative 4 are x equals negative 3
1, comma
and x
0.
equals 5.
Y-intercepts
In part E, we want to determine the x-intercepts.
0, comma
The only
1.
x-intercept is at the
No,
point
negative
1
1.
comma 0. And I'll also note that the y-intercept
Determine
is
the
0 comma
range.
negative 1.
That would be between
In part G, we want to find a
negative
domain.
4
The x values extend
and
from negative
3.
infinity to negative 3.
because
Where
it's the
there's an
lowest
open
point and the
dot in
highest
the
point in the
graph.
graph. And determine the
However, the second
domain
piece of the function has a closed
negative
dot at negative 3 comma
infinity.
negative 4. So because of the closed dot at x equals negative 3, this means that there's no gap in the x values in the
to
domain. The domain continues
5.
on to an x value of positive 5. The x values do not go beyond positive
Perfect.
5.
That's all of that. You can feck off. This should be easy. Okay. Domain. We have parentheses because since it's a hollow ball, it's not included in the thing. We have negative 3, 3, because that's where it ends. Starts at negative 3, ends all the way up here at 3. Range is also going to be a hollow one because of the two hollow balls. This one doesn't really matter because it's not at the beginning or the end of the entire function. We have negative 5 this time, and 1. Check. Range. What the fuck? What do you mean our range is incorrect? Aha. It is incorrect. I think that I need to do negative 1 and a bracket, then union. Zero and 1, I believe. Recheck. Perfect. Didn't notice the hole there. Pause. Okay, the domain is going to be negative 2 to negative 1. Since there's a gap here, we have to do a union, and since there's another 2 empty holes, we do parentheses. Starts at 1, ends at 3. There's no holes in the Y here. Every Y is covered from the beginning to the top, and the Y is just this one. So you got Yeah, there's no holes in the y. Even though like this starts a different one, this covers this much and this covers the rest. So there's no empty spots. Like here, we couldn't make a straight line from here to here because there's a gap here. There's nothing in this little area. So we got -5. Nope, we need parentheses. -5, comma, 5. Check. Cool. Okay, the domain we have a hole in, and it starts at -5, goes to -4, union, can't do that there, cool. Union, -2, 3, okay, and the range is -3 to 4. Check. Cool. 4 topics left. Let me text my dad back. Not much new, just working. Like I said, Mom had a rough night last night. Did some studying and watched some of the games. Saturday, I helped Blaine in his farmhouse, doing some demo yesterday because he got a haircut. Found some sweaters and jackets swinging. Nothing exciting. Okay, so go back onto the notebook. Odd and even identities for trigonomic functions. Oh, not trigonometric. Trigonometric functions. Trigonometric. It's trigonometry. And trigonometric. How the fuck do you say that? Okay. Odd and even identities on trigonometric functions. Feels like it should be trigonomic. 65. Please be a learning page. It is the learning page, yay. Okay, a function is odd if, we've already been through this like 7 times, f of -x equals -f of x. And a function is even if f of -x equals f of x. This is fucking insane that we've gone through this again. Neither even trigonometric functions cos -x equals cos x sec -x equals secant, not sex, Jesus, just wrote sex, sine of -x equals negative sine of x, cs cosecant of -x equals negative cosecant of x, tan -x equals negative tan of x, and cotangent -x equals negative cotangent of x. Wow. still don't think I really understand this, but I haven't gotten one wrong yet. Secant of x is even. Cos of x is even. Secant see, it's I don't really understand why, but every intuition is just saying, okay, sine, that's odd, tan, that's odd, sine equals negative sine of 5 pi and negative tan of 53. Check. See, that's just it's so easy. If it's cotangent, it's odd. If it's secant, it's even. That's cotangent, so then you're going to just take the negative, put it right out here. That's that. Take the negative and get rid of it because it's secant. Check. Oh my gosh. Wow. What the fuck? Where's my fly down? Why didn't you guys tell me? I don't want to be a hooer on the internet. Pardon me, that's harsh. Not very ladylike to say the word hooer. Anywho, solve a quadratic equation by completing the square exact answers. Am I fucking tweaking? Oh, no, I'm not. I mean, I am. Solving the quadratic equation by completing the square exact answers is page 66. And we must watch the video. Yay.
Also notice that I can't
Is
use the
this
square
keep
root
up?
property directly,
Y
because if I
squared
isolate the y
plus
squared term,
22
I would have y squared
minus
equals negative
4
22y
equals
plus
0.
4,
Y
and the right side of the
squared
equation is not a
equals
constant.
negative
So I'm going to erase
22
this and start over.
y minus 4.
What I can do is complete the square and write the equation in the form of the square of a binomial, and erase this and start over.
Oh, so we're gonna erase and start
What
over.
I can do is
Why don't you
complete the
just
square
fucking
and
cut it
write
out of
the
the video
equation
then,
in the
dipshit?
form
Because I just wrote that
of
all
the square
down.
of a binomial equals a constant. To do
Binomial
this, the first step is to
2
make sure that the leading coefficient
equals
is
k.
1,
What the
which it already
fuck?
is.
Do we have to make sure
If
the
it was
leading
some number other
coefficient
than
is
1,
that?
then we would divide
Oh.
both sides of the equation by the
I
leading
think I know what she's
coefficient.
gonna do.
So now I'll add 121 to both sides. This is completely legal because adding the same
fuck? No, I
quantity.
don't.
So now I'll add 121 to both sides.
What
This
the
is the square of 11.
fuck is she talking about?
Next, I'll complete the square by taking 1/2 of 22.
Okay, so we have
Quantity
y
squared.
squared plus 22y
This is the square of 11, which is
equals
121.
4.
So now I'll add 121 to both sides. This is completely legal because adding...
Oh, yes, and then we take this, cut it in half, and square root it. Yeah. So you take the middle one, 22. Then you y squared plus 22y. Then you move the 121 down plus 121. I guess you equals 4 plus 121.
adding
So
the
you
same
add to
number
both
equals
sides, I
22y.
guess.
So I can apply the
Because
square
that
root
makes
property.
perfect sense. So then you get y plus 11 squared equals 125.
We have the
Cool.
off to the right, which is 5 times.
Gives you, if you square root that, y plus 11 equals plus or minus of square root 125.
Is it the square root?
Yeah. Plus 5 square root 5. Is that the whole thing? Oh, and then you move the 11 over. Okay, so y equals negative 11 plus or minus 5 square root 5. Okay. Let's try it out. Excuse me with the actual fuck. Okay. So first of all, let's get a sheet of paper. You take now becomes x squared minus 2x plus 1 equals 10. There we go. Which we then get x squared minus 1. No, sorry, x minus 1 squared equals 10. You square root that and you get x minus 1 equals square root 10. X equals 1 plus or minus square root 10. I think that's it. X, okay, this one. X plus 1 equals 10. Solution, x equals x minus, fuck off, 10, x equals 1. Okay, if there's more than one solution, plus square root 10, comma, 1 minus square root 10. Cool. Okay. So let's take this again. We have x squared. Let's just do the second step in our heads. Plus 14x plus 49 equals 6. Because you subtract the 43, then add 49 to 0. So you break that down and you get x plus 7 squared equals 6. Square root that, you get x plus 7 equals square root 6. Then you have x equals negative 7 plus square root 6, comma, negative 7 minus square root 6. Couple ammo. Excuse me, what the actual fuck? How the fuck is that incorrect? The other part's correct. I see. I made a mistake. Among Us. Okay. X squared minus 16 x plus 64. Then you have negative 57 plus 64. That's 6, 7, 13. Which gets you to x minus 8 squared equals 13. X minus 8 squared equals 13, which means your solution is x equals 8 plus square root 13, prime number, 8 minus square root 13. Check. What? Oh, I wrote it down wrong. 57 and 64. That's not. Oops. That is actually just 7. Alright, it's 54 and 67. So when it's... Okay, let's look at this. X squared minus 6x plus 9 equals 15. Okay. Then you have x minus 3 squared equals 15. Okay. Then you have x equals 3 plus or minus square root 15. Okay, so we have a minus 3, 15, and then 3 plus square root 15, comma, 3 minus square root 15. Check 1, 2. Cool. One more question. X squared plus 8x plus 16 equals 11, because you have negative 5 plus 16 is 11, which gets you x plus 4 squared equals 11, bang, x equals a negative 4 plus or minus square root of 11. Okay, so we have x plus 4 equals 11, x minus 4 plus square root of 11, right, correct, comma, negative 4 minus square root 11. Check 1, 2. Cool. 2 more. Oh, I love these trigonometric ones. They're so easy. Hopefully. Checking the notebook. Finding values of trigonometric functions from a point on the unit circle. Finding values of trigonometric functions from a point on the unit circle is 62. 62, 62, 62. And I gotta watch the video. Fuck you.
Pre.
Pardon me. Pardon me, ma'am. This looks nothing like my book. This looks nothing like what my book says. Okay, well, we shall try. Of the point P negative 3/4, comma, square root 7. Oh, so it's giving us the sine and the cosine and having us find the other ones. Okay, so the sine is obvious. 7/4. Cosine is also obvious. Negative 3/4. Cosecant goes along with sine. So we have 4 over square root 7. But we can't have a square root on the bottom. So you have to multiply by square root 7 on both sides, which gets you 4 square root 7 over 7. Secant is opposite of cos, so you have negative 4 over 3. Cotangent is cosine over sine, I believe, which gets you oh, what? That's bizarre. Wait, so oh, okay. So find the tangent first. Okay. So tan would be square root 7 over 4. 3 over 4. Multiply both sides by 4. And you get square root negative square root 7 over 3. Flip that around, you get 3 square root 7 over 7. Okay, cool. That was actually not bad. Okay, let's look at this shit. I shouldn't even need that to do this. The sine is square root 2 divided by 2. Cosecant goes along with sine, which would be 2 square root 2 divided by 2, which ends up just being, because you can factor out the 2, so it just becomes square root 2. And the tangent is sine over cosine, which gets you negative 1. Check. Cool. Okay, here's where we get to the fun ones. Cosecant is opposite of sine, so we have negative 5/4. cosine is just negative 3/5. And so so let's find the tangent. The tangent would be 4/3. Flip that around, that's 3/4. Check. Cool. Okay, oh fuck me to tears, jeez. Negative 11 divided by 61 for the sine tells us that would be 61 divided by 60 for the secant, opposite of the cosine, which is this one. Tangent is this one over this one, which gets us negative 11/60. Check. Cool. Told you, dude. Trig is easy. If you struggle on trig, you're a fucking idiot. I'm kidding. I used to struggle on trig, so I can say that. Evaluating expressions involving sine and cosine. Wow, that takes us to page 64. I will cream right now if it's a learning page. It's a learning page. Told you guys, I'm not a liar. It's a learning page. Cool, so that means you just gotta look at this shit. We should also keep in mind some facts about angles in standard position. Talking about positions, I prefer missionary, but counterclockwise, it gives a positive. True. Clockwise, negative. When finding sine and cosine values of a negative angle, you can use the positive coterminal angle. Okay, that seems pretty straightforward. Okay, if tangent, it finds the exact expression. Oh, okay. Well, let us open up our unit circle that I so graciously filled out for myself. A little cheat sheet, if you will. So 45 degrees, sine of negative 45 is negative square root 2 divided, divided by 2. Sine, what the fuck? One half, I'm gonna guess, because the angle is of sine of zeros, square root 2/2, and if you factor in the square root, you get 2/4, which simplifies down to 1/2. And then sine of twice the angle is 1, which is just what it is. Let's check. Wow, okay. Okay, 7 pi over 6, that's 1/6 more, which is here. And the sine of that is negative 1/2. Factor that in, that's 1 divided by 4. 2 sine, double it, that's negative 2. -1, -1, -1, -1, because it's 1/2. And then the sine of the negative angle puts you at 1/2. Check it. Okay, cool. Okay, angle 240 takes us to 180 plus 60, puts us here. Cosine of that is negative 1/2 over 2, puts us at negative 1/4. Cosine squared also, that puts us at positive 1/4. Puts us at, and then that puts us at negative 1. If I got this right, I'm gonna be surprised. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Negative 1/2 divided by 2. Like, am I tweaking? You multiply by 2. What am I missing? You go. Yeah, negative 1/2 over 2. Wait, no, actually, what am I fucking up here? Okay, wait, what? Oh. So, oh. Okay. So I was looking for the cosine of the angle divided by 2, not the cosine of the angle divided by 2. See how fucked that is? Jeez. Okay, 2 questions left because I'm getting this shit right. Okay, 2 times cosine 0, so 7 pi over 4, because we're 1/4 away from the end. The cosine of that is 2 pi over 2. You multiply that by 2, and you just have square root 2. Perfect. Cosine squared. Wouldn't you just have 1/2? I remember this one. And then cosine of negative angle puts you all the way here. And it's the exact same thing. 2 pi divided by 2. Okay, one more problem. Okay, 30 degrees is right here. The sine of that is 1/2. So the sine of 2 times the angle would be 60, which means the sine is 3 over 2. Okay. Sine squared of the angle is 1/4. 94% sure. And the sine of the negative angle is negative 1/2. Check.